That's all we need is something popping up on the screen there.
Absolutely.
Something that we don't want anyone to see. Just kidding. I'm here with Adam from MAXXIS Tyres, and I just wanted to communicate with you guys a little bit more in detail about the tyres. We did a video, I don't know what, a couple of days ago.
A few days.
Yeah, just as a brief outline, I guess just displaying our gratitude for how good we really think the tyres are. So what we wanted to do, Adam just popped in. I've just sprung this on him. So and he said, no, I don't want to film. I don't want to do this. So I've really pushed him into this position. So go easy on him, right? So I've just grabbed a tyre out from out the back here, and I guess I wanted to go into a little bit more detail, as much as you know, Adam, about the tyres. Tell us what you know. Tell us more about it. Whatever you know, I'd be happy to hear it.
Well, for a start, obviously they're black and round.
Yep, that's
good
positive.
Start. That's right. That's right. No, look, this one here, it's a 10-ply tyre, 3-ply sidewall. Very good construction. It's MAXXIS new style of mud terrain. We used to, or we still do, the 764, 762, 753s.
So the 764, from memory, was kind of like, apart from going to a Trepidor, MAXXIS Trepidor, the 764 was the most aggressive.
That was our most aggressive without going to the Trepidor, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, so the 772 has jumped in between the 764 and the MAXXIS Trepidor. Is that right?
I would probably say it's in line with the 764, but just with new technology. All the new style tread blocks that have come out on the market at the moment, brand new technology. The sidewall is completely different as well. The side lugs here, a completely modern type of tyre.
Because we touched on the sidewall profile in the last video.
For sure.
So how are the tread blocks different? Just briefly, why are they different from? Sorry, mate. What's your thing?
So with this step block here, obviously it gives a little bit more support. So predominantly mud terrain tyres, if you didn't rotate them enough, they might start scalloping or heel and toe. This kind of helps that out. This is a.
So are you talking about so there's a little step here?
This step just there, yeah. So it makes the actual tread block a lot more solid itself.
Solid also.
So it doesn't move around.
So
it
stable.
doesn't waver. Absolutely.
Okay. So like if you look at another pattern, I don't want to go naming names, but so if just in principle, if we didn't have this step here, if the tread block was straight down to the carcass,
straight up and down, you'd get movement while you're driving.
Flex.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's really good information. I didn't know that. So yeah, thanks. That's awesome. So what about the layout of the treads? So what do you call this centre tread section? Is there a name for this centre?
Look, there is, but you probably put me on the spot. I have no idea what this is called at this point in time.
Thanks for being honest.
Look, the layout of the tread, obviously it disperses mud very well.
Yep.
They did a lot of testing with this to make sure it's very quiet. This is probably one of the quietest mud terrain tyres that I've ever driven on.
Yeah. I concur.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was absolutely shocked. We've actually we fitted some tyres to Tim's, some 295 77Es to Tim's car.
Yep.
And what do you think, Tim? Tim from behind the camera.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do a lot of driving on mine, obviously, all over the country, and they are. I wouldn't have them on if they were noisy. Very quiet as far as a mud terrain tyre goes, and I'd put them in line with some of the all-terrains that are out there on the market. So that's
okay. So as far as noise levels,
very good.
And it's not just because I sell them, because I'm not going to pander to the commercial reality here.
For sure.
But in my opinion, they are the quietest mud terrain tyre I've ever run on.
They come out in a 265 65 17, which is very unusual for a mud terrain as well. Not all manufacturers do it.
Because they're normally like a 265 70 or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also 265 70 16, which usually they're a 265 75 16.
Sure.
We do have a couple of different sizes there as well. So
yeah. Yeah, awesome. So with these tyres, where is the tread wear indicator on these tyres? And just for everyone out there, every tyre has a tread wear indicator. We had a question the other day. We had a question on Instagram from a client who we've been looking after for some time. We helped him out, lots of build on his hires, and he came and he sort of asked us about, are these tyres, are my tyres rooted or not? So we talked about the how old they were and whatnot, and then when it came down to it, we looked at we had to look at the tread wear indicator, because it doesn't matter how old the tyre is. You know, even if it's only a year old, you put lots of miles on it, you shred the tyre, the tread wear indicator is legally as deep as you can go, right?
So you've got it just through here. So you'll see it right through the whole, all the lugs.
Have you got a pen on me?
I don't, unfortunately.
Oh, actually, there's one just here. Just give me this, right? Let's hope this tyre doesn't fall off. So can you just, where are we here? So you can see this here. Let me just colour that in there. I'm sorry, whoever's tyre this is. It doesn't really matter, right? Can you see that there? Can you see that there on the film? So that's the tread. So can you get us on the side? Just get on the side there, just so you can see the depth there, right? So that's as deep as the tyre can go. You can get in there? Yeah, awesome. So the other thing I wanted to, can you tell us? I'm aware, but for all of our followers and people who are watching, can you help explain about the dot number and the age of a tyre?
Yeah, absolutely. So the age of a tyre will be on the sidewall. So it's got
probably it's on the
4
inside.
numbers. It will be probably on the other side.
Let's just move that. So every tyre needs to have here.
So there.
Yeah.
So 34th week of 2018 is that tyre's made.
Yeah. So there. 34/18. Every tyre has to have, and that's upside down, obviously. 34th week of 2018. So
every tyre will have that from.
Yeah.
Moving
They've got to have them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So also you've got the numbers here: 295 70 17.
Oh, this is your spare. This is your spare, Tim. I've been drawing on your tyre.
Oh, no, I don't mind. It'll come off.
So, 34th week of 2018, right?
Yep.
So we actually have a rule here with tyre age. We won't work on a tyre that's any more than 5 years old.
That's generally the rule through a lot of mechanical shops or tyre shops as well. So the same rule.
But there's no legislation in Australia.
No, there's not.
In other developed countries, they have that,
Yeah.
but they don't here.
I remember back in the day, my old man, he used to buy a set of tyres and put them in the barn for ages. They'd harden up and then he'd chuck them on his car because he said that they lasted a long time. That was way back in the day of the old school tyres. So
Yeah.
and you get some old school guys way out west that still think that that's the way to do it. So.
Yeah, and maybe if you're trotting around the farm, it probably doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
But when you're out on the open road and high speeds,
When you want that grip as well.
and the grip, because what happens to the tyre as it ages?
Yeah, all your kind of moisture comes out. The way it's probably a weird analogy, but it's like a block of cheese. If you buy a block of cheese, you go to slide along the bench, it's going to stick.
Yeah.
Leave it out on the bench and it gets hard and cracked, and it'll just slide.
That's great.
That's
Because
the way.
everybody can relate to that, I'm sure.
That's
Except the vegan.
well, I don't know how many slide cheese along the bench, but hey.
But guarantee you, there's going to be some out there's going to be testing it. Yeah.
Post a photo.
Yeah. Did the cheese trick work for you?
That's
right?
it.
Okay, cool. So, look, mate, that's amazing. I really appreciate you going with it
Winging it.
and just letting us put you on the spot, because I think there's a truth and there's a reality. There's honesty in it. So, thank you very much. This is the first tyre kind of, I don't know if it's a review, tyre talk.
Oh, just a tyre talk, I guess. Yeah.
That we've ever
There'll
done.
probably be more to come, but yeah. Look, it is a very good tyre. Obviously, I work for them, so but there are very good tyres out there, and I've put this one in amongst them. So
You know, I get heaps of sales reps in here. I just want to display my gratitude to you for coming in here and just bringing no bullshit to the table. There's a lot of sales reps who come in here who I don't gel with because I think there's too much commercial reality. So I appreciate you just coming in here with no bullshit. So I really appreciate it.
anytime.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Good on you. Thanks, guys. Hope you like that. If you want to see more of it, follow, subscribe, or whatever the cool people say at the end of their video. That's what I'd like you to do. If you didn't like it, tell us too. Tell us how we can improve. Thanks very much. Have an amazing day.